What's up, everybody? What's up? Energy in the building. Are you feeling the vibe? Are you feeling all of the stuff that is happening right now? You know how I told you last week? When you're coming here with me, you could just easily drown in the pool of entertainment. You know, I always say, get your safety suits ready because we're going to dive really deep as far as our entertainment industry is concerned. This is another time for us to dissect what has been happening in our entertainment industry, the little greedies, the bad, the good, and the ugly. Don't go anywhere. Yes, let's dive right straight into this pool of entertainment. One of the things that caught our attention this week is Bella Shmurda. You already know that Nigerian artist Bella Shmurda is one of the top, of course, young stars that came up over the past, you know, some of those artists that were made during the Corona period. One of his hit singles is, of course, the crooner for Cash. Cash that has been making a lot of turns in bars and, of course, clubs and, you know, all of those places. But is that what we're here to talk about? Of course not. Over the week, Bella Shmurda was, of course, deported from Ghana. Yes, and I'm sure when I said deported, you were probably thinking of another country that is not an African country. No, he was deported from Ghana. Yes, same Ghana. And what was the reason Bella Shmurda went to Ghana with his trio? Of course, three of them, him and his two other friends, and they got entangled with a corona test, of course, which was given to them in Ghana, and they thought that that was not really well done. And Bella and his crew decided to retaliate. And of course, they went to the extremes by taking a fork and threatening the medical personnel who handed them this corona results. And immediately, the country took action, banned them from the country for 3 months, and deported them. Yes, put them in a plane. Hey, get your ass out of here. Go back to your country. Yeah, well, that's not where the story ended. Bella made it to the US almost same week and took another corona test, which of course found that he was negative. He went on his social media platform, of course, he couldn't let it slide away as he's been blasting Ghanaians ever since. I want you guys to remember that this is the same Bella Shmurda who was in Cameroon over the week, and so many people didn't find it funny because when he came here to perform, people couldn't really relate to his music. Did I have to throw that in? Yes, I had to, because many Cameroonians were thinking like, why go bring foreign artists? It's been the same case over and over. I don't see any problem with that. Sometimes we might bring foreign artists here that we totally don't vibe with. Of course, but the money always still goes down. Right? Right? You know how we said a couple of weeks ago that Wizkid and his song Essence has been on the top of the chart, top of the game, breaking boundaries as far as Africa is concerned? Well, I don't think that is ending anytime soon. Recently, Wizkid's Essence was certified gold in the USA. Yes, in the USA. And talking about certification, that's not all about Wizkid that has been making turns. Recently, Wizkid was also found in the studio with Rudy Rich, one of America's biggest hip-hop artists. And you already know that, I don't need to tell you anymore. It has risen eyebrows as many people are questioning and asking like, yo, what's going on with this too? Well, it's important for me to tell you guys that over the years, any song that Wizkid has been involved in, be it with a foreign artist, or an African, or a Nigerian, the song literally just always goes and explodes. It's like this guy has a completely different star on his head. Yeah, I know one of Nigerian comedians, Bobby, joked about it on stage and said he has noticed that Wizkid is going to be doing a song with Tems, and he assumes that Wizkid is going to make Tems go viral again. And just like a joke, it was like a prophecy because it's happening now.
Wiz, whether you feature him or he feature you, Wiz go blow you.
You don't mean it?
Oh yeah, actually. Even people who don't blow before, either they feature Wizkid feature them, they go blow more. Yeah.
Like who?
You blow Don Kamaiti. Wow. Wiz isn't. You blow Tiwa. I even follow Tems on social media. I know they've been doing some studio work lately, so I know say you go blow them. Wait, I bet you don't blow them. Because people have a song together. Right?
Right.
Is Wizkid going to make Rudy Rich just bigger, or are we expecting the reverse? That is not all that Wizkid has been trending over as far as the week is concerned. Wizkid was also found on stage for the first time performing Essence with Justin Bieber. Yes, I know that we also mentioned in our last show that Wizkid finally allowed Justin Bieber to jump on the song Essence and do a remix. Yes, but they finally had the opportunity to perform this song for the first time, and lo and behold, it was a big deal. Have you ever seen when artists are on stage and of course the crowd is performing for them? It's that kind of vibe. I just wanna let you know. Sing it. 1, 2. You don't need no other body. This side, let me hear you sing it. You don't need no other body. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Only you can hold my body. Yeah. Only you can hold my body. Such a song, such an amazing move, and of course, somebody worth celebrating. Talking about Essence, Tems recently, of course, has been making a lot of rounds. You already know the impact and influence created on this song. Her voice is all over the song. And of course, thanks to Wizkid for giving her the opportunity to just feel free and go all out as far as the song Essence is concerned. But is that all that caught our attention? Of course not. Of course not. Tems was found on same table with Drake. Yes, we're talking about Drake. I'm talking about Drake. Do you know Tems made it the second African to make it to Drake's Loverboy album? Yeah. I mean, sometimes you begin to feel like, okay, that's all about the gist that's happening or all of the news that's happening. No, of course not. That's not all that happened to Tems this week. Recently, Drake went to his social media platform and posted a picture of him and Tems sitting at a table and sharing a meal together. Yes, that's the first time Tems actually went to react about it. And she made a tweet saying that when she cooked for Drake, Drake loved the food. But is that what Nigerians were really concerned about? Nigerians were pretty excited and hailing Tems for not making all of these things or cooking or the meal that he had with Drake public on social media and calling her mature and stuff like that, because the person who actually posted it or published it first was Drake, and she kept it low-key until Drake did. I mean, the entertainment industry is pretty confusing. So are they saying if she would have posted it, that would have been immaturity? I don't get it. This is showbiz. You meet with somebody, do a collaboration, you share a meal together, you post it, right? That's what social media is about. But well, if the fans think that Tems was being really mature by not posting all of these things that happened with Drake, then okay. Most important news and the most important thing is the fact that Tems finally collaborating and making it big and big and big again. And we can only wish her more success. Yes, and still talking about what our stars are doing as far as our entertainment industry is concerned. Recently, Burna Boy's mom finally met Pogba's mother. And how did they meet? It was such a big deal on social media as everybody was celebrating, including Burna Boy, because Burna Boy and the mom finally went to the Manchester United field, Old Trafford, to watch the match and support Paul Pogba, who has gradually become a family friend. And of course, Burna Boy's mom and Pogba's mom were so excited to meet themselves as they were sharing pleasantries. Let's dive right back into another part of West Africa, or should I say Central Africa, Cameroon. Many Cameroonian artists have been making great strides as far as this year is concerned. We don't know. At the beginning of the year, we thought that the entertainment industry in Cameroon was pretty dormant, and that was scary as they were so criticized. Of course, was it really dormant? No, it was not entirely, because the comedians were on their game, A game, putting out content back to back. One of the things that has, however, caught our attention is how rampant international shows and tours have begun to happen in Cameroon. That's how we do it, boy. That's how we do it. Yes, our music is beginning to get exported. And I'm not talking about it going to other African countries. I'm talking about going all over to the world. The Western world. We're talking about the USA. We're talking about Dubai, United Arab Emirates. We're talking about, of course, the UK. It's amazing what's happening. Some of the artists that have been making strides this year, we already know about Tizzy Panchak, Kamini, Cleo Gray, Vivid, who landed in the United Arab Emirates to perform to a crew of people who got really excited by their music. There was an absentee though, whom we expected that was going to be there, but according to information getting to us, Vernitina, who was supposed to be on the stage performing one of their biggest hits, Nassau, with the crew that traveled, wasn't among. Of course, our news got to us that it's because she's also having these international collaborations in some other country. We don't know if it's Tanzania or Kenya, but yeah, we're excited that our artists are beginning to make collaborations One of the people that made it or started this year with the tour was Kosi, who has not returned to Cameroon yet, as he is still making his strides as far as music is concerned. We did joke last time that he said his concert sold out, but there were still tickets at the gate. However the case, he made himself a successful show. Yes, Minx has also been out performing in a couple of clubs in France and making some great ambience for himself and putting out some great social media stuff. Yeah, he has gained so much following over his time in France because he's been updating people about his life. Yes, if you want to follow up some real life stories about Minx, you just need to go to his social media platform. He's going to show you how it's going. And yes, lo and behold, think that's it. Mike Monsta, we know how much Mike Monsta has been putting in for over the years, the consistency and the grind. And you know how they say, consistency is something that can never really be ignored, especially when it comes to a talented dude like Mike Monsta. The light is finally shining on him greater and greater. He recently announced his UK tour. Oh, wow, I feel good. Oh, it's not my tour, but I'm feeling good for Mike Monsta, man. This has been so much grind, and I've been seeing this lad do his thing, irrespective of all of the critics and whatever that's coming around him. He is finally about to make his tour in the UK, Birmingham, London, and other parts of the UK. Talking about Cameroonian artists who went out, we also know Salatiel was found on stage in the US with her last time collaborator, Rochelle. It's amazing the stuff that is happening in our entertainment industry. So we begin to wonder, maybe our entertainment industry in Cameroon has not been dormant after all. Mr. Leo, Lion of Africa, has finally announced that he's having an album coming up, and that wasn't the only announcement that accompanied it. He also said, this album is so deep and you need to listen to it keenly and meditate on it and listen to it more than once, as he puts it on his social media platform. And for a second I was like, wait, your album is deep? Like, for real, bro? Your album is deep? Cameroonians don't like deep things. I know that Mr. Leo never really disappoints, but because all of you are looking for stuff that are serious, oh my God, I don't know how this is going to play out. But I'm totally hopeful, because it's been a long time Mr. Leo put out an album. Coco Emilia recently came on social media while everybody else is putting music to flaunt her new bag that she bought for 25,000 euros. You bought it for what? You bought it for what now? This is the reason why I came in for you guys today, to give you all of the little goodies that happen in our entertainment industry. If you love our show and you love what we're giving you every week, remember to follow us on our several social media platforms. Clicking that red button below, I know how it is. We're always here to give you what's hot and what's not. It's your ever smiling, your favorite black boy for Be Black, Karawa.
Life is la la la, hakuna matata. I wanna pa mia. Mama, mbongzungu. Man a man, akrapan. Anyhow, be paysan. My top of day in high demand, so popular like na contraband.